Hi everyone, we're back in chapter 3, physiology and histology of the skin. And in this section 3-8, we're going to explain what is produced by the two types of glands in the skin. So your dermis of your skin contains two duct glands, and each of them produce a substance. The sebaceous glands, they secrete oil, while your sudoriferous glands secrete sweat. And here you can see your sebaceous glands attached to the hair follicle, and there's a sudoriferous gland, which is a sweat gland. And in your textbook, there is a photo of that on 3-13. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is the sebaceous glands. And these are connected to the hair follicles, and they produce oil, which protects the surface of our skin. Now, these glandular sacs open into the follicles through ducts. If the ducts become clogged, open and closed comedones, which are blackheads and whiteheads, those are formed. Now, the oily secretions, they lubricate your skin and your hair. Sebaceous glands are larger on your face and your scalp than they are on the rest of the body. Okay, so now we're going to go into the next section, which is the sudoriferous glands. Now, the sudoriferous glands, they help to regulate our body temperature and eliminate minute amounts of waste. Remember, we said about 1% of waste products by excreting sweat. Now, they do have a coiled base and a duct opening at the surface known as pores. Do you guys remember the difference of follicle and pores? So the fluids and the minerals are eliminated daily through these pores. So excess fluid loss, that can result in a loss of your electrolytes, which may lead to dehydration in your body. So the excretion of sweat is controlled by our nervous system. Normally, 1 to 2 pints of fluid contain trace amounts of minerals such as sodium, potassium, magnesium, and they are eliminated daily through the sweat pores in our skin. Now, there's two types of sweat glands that you need to know, and that is apocrine and eccrine. Okay, so we're going to go here and look at these. So the first one is apocrine, or apocrine, I guess. You can call it either way. Apocrine is A for attached. And what that means is they are attached to the hair follicle. You can see here's one, and it's attached to the follicle. Okay, their secretions are released through those oil glands. Apocrine function is sensitive to adrenaline, so sweating can occur during times of anxiety, stress, fear, sexual arousement, and pain. Now, there are odors associated with these glands, and that is just due to the interaction of the secretions and the bacteria on the surface of the skin. Now, according to some medical authorities, apocrine glands are really not true sweat glands because their openings connect to the oil glands instead of the pore openings directly on the skin surface. So one thing too you want to remember, I remember it this way, A for axillary, under your arms, and then genital area. And they do have an odor. So that's another way that you can remember those. Now the other one is the eccrine gland, and I underlined the E, and I put E for everywhere. These are found all over the body, but they're primarily, we find them mostly on the forehead, palms of the hands, and of course the soles of the feet. They do have a duct, so you can see here, it's got a duct to the outside surface. So they have that. These glands are not connected to hair follicles. Okay, so they're not connected. and they are more active when your body is subject to physical activity and high temperatures. The eccrine sweat gland does not typically produce an offensive odor. So I just put no odor, but you can just remember it's not. I mean, there are times it could, but yes, but not typically. All right, so that is this section. And so what I want you to do is do the check-in questions again. What glands help regulate the body temperature? And then the other one is, what are the two main glands associated with your skin? And then what are the two types of sweat glands? So go ahead and fill those out and then either email them to Krista@oliverfinley.com or put them on the Oliver Finley app and I will get those. Also in this section, you guys need to do a do section, and that is the glands matching. There is a test with 2 questions. What you're going to do is move the words on the right to match the terms on the left. Question 1 has 4 matching terms, and then question 2 also has 4 matching terms. Okay, see you later.